When Landman first premiered, it instantly pulled viewers into a world that was raw, tense, and deeply personal. Set in the heart of Texas, the series dives into the high-stakes oil industry, where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. But what made Season 1 unforgettable wasn't just the setting. It was the human stories driving the drama. Josh Brolin, with his magnetic screen presence, carried much of the emotional weight, playing a character caught between survival, ambition, and moral choices. Fans quickly realized that this wasn't just another drama. It was Sheridan at his finest, blending gritty realism with storytelling that felt both authentic and larger than life. Critics praised the series for exposing the ruthless side of the oil boom while still grounding the story in family struggles and personal conflict. And the numbers don't lie. Season 1 pulled strong ratings and trended on streaming platforms, proving it had captured not just a niche audience, but a wide range of fans. It wasn't only about drilling oil, it was about drilling into the human condition, asking tough questions about greed, loyalty, and what people are willing to sacrifice when the stakes are higher than ever. The finale of Season 1 left everyone on edge. Characters faced betrayals, unexpected alliances, and moral crossroads that promised explosive consequences. Sheridan has a habit of ending seasons with tension so thick you can almost feel it pressing down, and Landman followed that tradition perfectly. Viewers were left with burning questions. Who would rise, who would fall, and who might not survive the next round of battles in the oil fields? This hunger for answers is why Season 2 became one of the most anticipated Sheridan projects. Fans weren't just waiting for another season, they were waiting for resolution, for payback, and for the next big twist. Sheridan, known for Yellowstone, 1883, in Mayor of Kingstown, has built a reputation for keeping audiences hooked, and Landman quickly joined that legacy. It was clear from the start that this wasn't just a one-season story. It was the beginning of a saga, and now with whispers that Season 2 is arriving sooner than expected, the anticipation has skyrocketed. If Season 1 proved anything, it's that Landman knows how to balance thrilling industry drama with personal storytelling. It's the reason fans can't wait to dive back in, why this news of an earlier return feels like a gift. The biggest shock for fans came when news broke that Landman Season 2 would return much sooner than anyone expected. Normally, a Taylor Sheridan series follows a longer production cycle, with months of filming, editing, and marketing before the next season hit screens. Fans had prepared themselves for a long wait, possibly late 2025 or even 2026, but recent updates have changed everything, and the return of Landman is now closer on the horizon than we first believed. Why is this surprising? For one, Sheridan is currently juggling multiple projects at the same time. From Yellowstone to 1923 and even Lioness, his schedule is packed with massive productions. Many fans assumed this would push Landman to the back of the line. Yet insiders revealed that the groundwork for Season 2 was already being laid out. While Season 1 was still making waves, scripts were written early, and production crews had their schedules ready to move faster than usual. This kind of head start shaved months off the waiting period. Reports suggest that filming for Season 2 kicked off quietly, without the huge announcements fans usually expect. This low-profile start allowed Sheridan and his team to focus on speed and efficiency. Some even believe the oil-rich Texas setting, with its wide-open landscapes and contained filming locations, has made it easier to shoot faster compared to other Sheridan shows that require sprawling sets and heavy visual effects. Industry comparisons also prove how rare this is. Shows like Mayor of Kingstown and Tulsa King often took over a year between seasons. But with Landman, Sheridan appears to be capitalizing on its growing popularity and pushing the story forward without delay. He knows fans are still buzzing from Season 1's cliffhangers. Striking while the excitement is high could be a masterstroke move. While no official date has been stamped on the calendar just yet, most sources point toward an early to mid 2025 release, much earlier than late-year predictions. This puts Landman ahead of the curve, potentially arriving even before some of Sheridan's other returning shows. If true, it means fans won't be waiting long before diving back into the cutthroat world of Texas oil fields, where power, greed, and survival collide in every scene. The news of an early return has already sent waves through the fandom. Social media platforms are filled with speculation, fan theories, and countdowns, even without an exact release date. It feels like the calm before the storm, and Sheridan is preparing to unleash Season 2 at just the right time. One thing is clear, this isn't just another season. It's a carefully timed continuation designed to keep fans hooked and hungry for more. Asterisk. One of the most exciting parts of Landman Season 2 is seeing which familiar faces are returning to continue the story. At the center of it all is Josh Brolin, whose performance in Season 1 carried both the emotional weight and the raw intensity that made the show stand out. Brolin's character embodies the struggles of a man caught between family loyalty, survival, and the cutthroat world of oil drilling. Fans already know that without him, the story wouldn't hold the same power, so his return is not only expected but absolutely essential. But Brolin isn't the only one coming back. Other key cast members who brought depth and complexity to the story are set to return, continuing arcs that left fans with burning questions. The supporting ensemble of Landman was praised for its balance. Every character added a layer to the narrative. Whether it was through personal conflict, industry rivalry, or quiet moments of reflection in a world driven by greed, Season 2 gives these characters a chance to grow, evolve, and possibly reveal sides we never saw before. There's also speculation about new faces joining the cast. Sheridan has a reputation for introducing fresh characters in later seasons of his shows, often bringing in big-name actors or rising stars who add even more intensity to the story. Just like in Yellowstone or 1883, these new characters usually shake up the power dynamics, forcing old alliances to break and new rivalries to form. With Landman's setting in the ruthless oil fields of Texas, Season 2 has plenty of room to bring in corporate giants, underground operators, and even more complex family members. Each edition could change the direction of the story in ways fans can't yet predict. One of the reasons fans are so attached to this cast is because of the authenticity they bring. Every actor feels perfectly placed in their role, tough, believable, and layered with emotion. The drama doesn't just rely on shocking events. It relies on the humanity of these characters and the choices they're forced to make. That's why Season 2 is so anticipated. Viewers don't just want answers to the plot. They want to see how their favorite characters survive, grow, or even fall apart under the pressure of this dangerous world. With confirmed returns, strong hints of new characters, and the possibility of unexpected alliances, Landman Season 2 promises to raise the stakes not only in the story, but also in its cast performances. Fans are ready to see familiar faces step back into the fire, and newcomers light up the screen with fresh energy. One thing is certain, Sheridan knows how to assemble a cast that keeps audiences glued to the screen, and Season 2 will be no exception. Asterisk, if Season 1 showed us the brutal reality of Texas oil country, then Season 2 is set to push those boundaries. Even further, the story will not only return to unfinished business, but also explore new conflicts that could change everything. Taylor Sheridan is famous for raising the stakes with every new season, and with Landman, the possibilities are endless. One of the biggest questions left behind is about power. Who will rise to the top of the oil game, and who will get crushed under its weight? Season 1 ended with uneasy alliances, but in Sheridan's world, trust is fragile, and betrayal is never far away. Fans are predicting that some of the closest relationships could break apart in Season 2, with characters forced to choose between loyalty and survival. This means we might see shocking betrayals, unexpected partnerships, and maybe even an all-out war for control of the oil fields. Another twist fans are anticipating is the deeper dive into the socio-environmental and political side of the oil boom. Sheridan often blends personal drama with real-world issues, and Landman is perfectly placed to tackle topics like corruption, environmental costs, and the clash between wealth and morality. This could bring in powerful new characters, politicians, activists, or rival companies who complicate the already dangerous world our characters are trying to navigate. On a personal level, Season 2 could explore more of the sacrifices families are forced to make in this unforgiving industry. Will we see characters lose everything in pursuit of power? Or will some try to escape the oil business entirely, only to be dragged back in? Sheridan has a way of making every storyline feel both epic and intimate, so fans can expect emotional arcs that hit just as hard as the business battles. And of course, Sheridan is known for delivering shocking twists that nobody sees coming. In Yellowstone, he blindsided fans with sudden deaths and betrayals. In Mayor of Kingstown, he showed how quickly characters could be torn down in the name of survival. So with Landman, it wouldn't be surprising if Season 2